right, if you're standing up on a guy, you might go, well, I want to be able to use my reaction, and I want to swing the broadsword.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and the how it plays out. I don't hold people to if they were to at the beginning of the round declare things, and then as it's going around the room, because combat causes things to
Yeah.
change. I don't hold them to having to they can change their mind, but they have to have at least declared what they were going to do so that we know what the hell's going on.
Sure.
What's up, Kevin?
Same old, same old.
Nice. How you feeling?
Much better than I was last week.
I can
That's
imagine.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was just a whole cluster.
Yeah, my buddy had a similar situation, and he's like, "Oh," he goes, "Everything you hear about it, it sounds like you just pass it and then you move on with your life, and it hurts like hell, but you just get through it." He's like, "No, he was sick for like a week."
Yeah. Well, I mean, the actual pain was only like 3 days.
Right.
But yeah, getting over it is still.
Yeah.
No, and then I got the thing from the emergency room. Would you like to fill out a questionnaire about how it was? My wife said, "Give me that," and she's a nurse, so she was quoting them how violated this procedure, violated that procedure,
Oh, great.
all this shit. Oh, she was mad.
I learned a trick about hospitals, and it really makes things great.
Mm.
Is when you go in at the very beginning of the whole thing, just tell them you can't fucking read. I can't read. And so all the forms and shit, you've basically told them they can shove them forms right up their ass, and they're supposed to like it. And yeah, and so then you'll get somebody to come and they'll fill it out, but the repetitive stuff they'll write it in for you.
Well, you know what they did? I didn't have to do any forms.
Oh, good.
But what they did is they wheel basically an iPad that's on a roller thing.
Yep.
Right.
And they a lady comes online and you're FaceTiming with her and she's asking you all the questions.
Yeah.
I just have to. Yeah. No, the thing that so basically they gave me one shot of Toradol, and then they told me to get some ibuprofen or something on the way home.
Well, there you go.
Well, so I went in. I set a new personal best for a high blood pressure.
I bet.
I think 215 over 150.
Holy shit! You damn near stroked out.
Well, that's what my wife was saying. Is that's in the stroke range. Their procedure says first thing they should be doing is giving you some narcotic drugs to get the pain down.
Right.
And they never checked the blood pressure again before they sent me home.
Shit. Wow.
Wow.
She blasted them. Yeah. And then luckily, my pug, my broken, crooked pug.
Yes.
He's a good sport, and he actually gets narcotic pain meds for his back.
Oh.
He was willing to share.
Oh, well, that's good.
It was, because until it passed, it was horrid. So, yeah, fucking, yeah.
I was at Missouri Military Academy, and I got bit by a spider, and the nurse was going to give me a steroid shot. And like 2 weeks before I dated her daughter, me and her daughter went out on the town, and we had gotten in an argument. It didn't go well. And she put fucking alcohol on one butt cheek and gave me a shot in the other. Yep.
Just for Molly. They'll get you.
So, no Ching Shi tonight. Carrie is out. She has a date and is out enjoying herself. So,
Well, if she watches this, happy dating.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I've been just busy writing this week. I've been I got done with my new Old School Essentials campaign book that I'm writing. That's ready to go.
Nice.
And now I have started on the first adventure, and once that's done, that campaign book and the adventure will be a package that will go on to Drive Through RPG, entitled the Braunhaven campaign setting. And then I've got 2 other adventures for that campaign setting sitting in the wings, ready to go. the first one, the light in the church, and then the nobleman, or the nobleman's manor. So, yeah, whole new campaign setting. I'm excited about it. It's not 5th edition, which makes me even more excited about it. So,
Yeah, I agree with you.
so, yeah, it's going to be fun. But welcome to the Pirates of Drinax, our Traveler or Wednesday night Traveler game. We will be picking up where we left off last week. The Travelers have been coming up with a plan to break into the small detention center on Marduk's Downport, where some of their comrade pirate crew is being held. They were picked up by a patrol corvette named the Sincerity and Captain Sanistaw. And they are scheduled for execution, but Sanistaw is a man of protocol and doing everything by the letter with bullet points. And so he has sent word back to the Rilgar Naval Base to make sure that all of his I's are dotted and T's are crossed before he decides to either... He hasn't really come up with the execution method. He's probably just going to shoot him, honestly. It sounds like it's too much trouble to actually take them back up to the ship to space them. But before we get started, we'd like to thank a friend of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are partnerships or sponsorships of any kind. These are just products that we really like. And tonight we would like to thank Speechless Bard. Speechless Bard makes beautiful leather products for your tabletop role-playing games, such as leather covers for your hardbound core rulebooks. She's got a rolling mat that looks like a scroll when you roll it up. She has these really cool things. It looks like they're coming back into stock, because I just saw her post about these the other day on Twitter. They're called the Spell Compendium. They look like little spell books. They're bifurcated. Inside, one side holds cards, the other side can be used as a rolling tray. The inside of the book has a magnetic spell tracker. And one of the new ones, I don't know how she did it, but it's got like a little wooden clicker so that like you can turn the gear and it'll tell you a number of how many spells for each slot or whatever. It's really cool. If you are going to order, if you're looking to get these customized items, she does all of the work by hand, by the way. She's a fabulous artist. But if you're looking to get these in time for Christmas as a gift, well, that might be too late. But you can still try. But even normally, if you're ordering for a gift or something in that manner, you're going to want to order early. She's over in the UK, so it can take a while to reach us over here in the colonies. If you are a fan of our Pirates of Drinax game, we do have a website via Obsidian Portal. The adventure log is written in the manner of Traveler News Service agency articles, and it deals with everything going on in the Trojan Reach and abroad. But the Travelers themselves are becoming hot news items, especially as the newly forming Kingdom of Drinax is becoming more prominent. So check that out, and if you like what you see, please go to the front page and give us a thumbs up. We do like to see the fan likes know that we're actually doing our job correctly. So last week you guys had kind of mostly formulated a plan to break into the prison, and you learned that the food deliveries and from the baker and the laundry deliveries actually happen on 2 different days. So basically where we left off is that you guys were going to kind of give it a week and then tell me what you think your overall plan is before we... And there was something to do with maybe flying the ship in and doing a missile on this tower. So, what have you guys...
Missiles, you say?
Yes. So, yeah, these guys are... to go back over this map, this is basically a internal guard tower. The external walls have a platform. These are... These here are actually gun ports, and these towers are guard towers as well. But this is the central yard tower down here. This is an infirmary. This is solitary. This is processing. And then this whole thing over here is the prison block. So as you can see, it doesn't hold a lot of prisoners. It's single story. So this is not. I mean, Marduk doesn't have a whole lot of crime, and I mean, there's not enough people for there to be crime. And everybody knows each other for the most part. So this is mostly for the idea being for the crew of a drunken free trader that came in and caused problems in the Downport, or the rare occasion that there's some kind of domestic dispute or bar fight, or it's very rare, and nobody usually stays in here for more than a night. But right now, it's at least, I would say half. Well, no, maybe about 3/4 full with the crew of the Free Sparrow, which is a Type A3 fast trader, which is probably gone. It's a safe bet to assume that that ship, it is impounded. It is probably, I'm going to say that the ship is impounded. It is in the Marduk Downport currently, so that it doesn't take up any space in one of the what they hope is much needed docking space on the upport. Marduk doesn't get a whole lot of traffic anymore, so they don't have the big bulk cruisers that are coming in, or the mega freighters anymore. It's mostly small timers that are coming in, free traders, maybe a subsidized merchant, a fat trader, but they don't get a whole lot of traffic.
Do they have missile platforms or defense boats?
Oh, they do. Oh, yeah, they've got some defense boats, not very big. They got a couple of defense boats. They do have missile launchers and beam laser turrets pretty much bristling all over the high port. And Beth and Keith, and I know, I don't know if Rexar was with us yet. He might have been. And
not last week.
No,
I was celebrating.
No, not last week. Beth, Keith, and Ching Shi were here when some Ogman raiders came and assaulted the high port, and of course they assaulted the high port right while Keith, Beth, Rexar, I believe Rexar, and Ching Shi were on a shuttle going down to the Downport. So their ship was docked up there, and they were in this rinky-dink shuttle, and Ogman raiders attacked and forced them to crash land. So yes, the high port does have copious defenses. It's not something that even the Harrier would really be very successful in.
Right, but it's just at the high port. The high port doesn't have a quick hit to like the Downport area, does it? I mean, there's like a far enough distance in the atmospheres and everything that.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
well,
okay.
And I mean, not only that. I mean, the high port's not going to fire on their own Downport, no matter what.
Right, but if there was a Harrier flying around the Downport, I wouldn't want them to.
You would be out of range.
Yeah, so that was what I was thinking.
I had an idea this afternoon about sticking the breaching tube into the prison and yanking all our guys out and leaving quickly.
So here's the problem with that idea: is that gravity is the problem. So the benefit of the breaching tube with the Harrier that you installed the breaching tube is that in space you don't have to worry about gravity. You can ram into something, and once it is attached, you basically become one unit, and then you just either continue to float or tumble in space. On the surface of a planet, if you were to use the breaching tube in a similar way, well, you got two options. The first would be that you could land, in which case then you would be taking fire from the ground, and then you could attach the breaching tube and cut a hole in the wall. The second way of doing it would be to basically do it the same way that you do in space, except the problem with that is that that pesky gravity would make you continue your forward momentum, and just you would either crash, and destroy the Harrier in the wall, depending on the strength of the wall, or go through the wall. Either way, it's not going to be good for the ship.
Why don't I think it would be in our benefit to capitalize on our chance to get a notorious rep gain off of this. I think we should, raise our leg and piss all over this little Imperium jail with our Harrier and let everybody know that it's us doing it, and just swoop in with the Harrier, missile the fucking tower, hover there, maybe open the bay and take off in the raft, land. Anybody that wants to flex or look funky, we can just hit them with our big badass weapons and take our people, go. We'll do a big jamming thing to stop people from trying to bitch about what we're doing. And, I just, if there's just two guards and they're just kind of right there around that tower, a nice missile on that tower.
Those are the two guards in battle dress. All the other guards are just wearing combat armor.
Right. Yeah, but battle dress or not, I mean, a missile is a missile.
Combat armor. They're wearing, they're wearing.
Yeah. So I kind of agree with Ting. I sort of think we should use our pirate transponder signal rather than the Anubis transponder signal, so that we're less conspicuous. But other than that, I pretty much agree with you, Ting.
So weren't there like security ships looking for us, and we managed to slip past them?
Well, the patrol corvette is out in system somewhere, hoping to get lucky. I mean, they're hoping that lightning strikes twice. They know that, or they think they know that that your pirate band frequents coming to Marduk now because they caught the fast trader. That I wouldn't say that's entirely true, simply because I mean, that's just not how it works. You don't frequently come here, but and who's to say what the free trader or what the fast trader was doing here? They may have just been stashing some loot. But when it was like I was explaining to Wes earlier, is that the problem is they were captured and convicted of piracy, but they weren't pirating anything when they were captured. They were just leaving the surface of the planet. So, and like I said, the Free Sparrow, which is the fast trader, it is impounded currently in Marduk Downport. So
we could missile that thing on the ground too, just to tell them, can't have the fucking ship. I don't think that ship is going to be able to take off, and that when we start fucking around, we're going to see the Corvette. Even if we can't see it now, that we're going to find and if we've got a fast trader to deal with, that's just not going to, I don't think that would help. I think that would be a hindrance that would hold us back. Whereas if we just stealthily, don't even have the transponder on, just come in and do our thing and, get our people, they'll know it was us. We'll just be destructive and sneak the fuck out. Then.
It sounds like a plan to me. I wish we had our pilot, but
oh yeah.
So your plan is that you're just going to go back to the Harrier and come in guns blazing, huh?
With the transponder off and jamming all the signals and a missile on the guard tower and a big menacing ship, and I think that would be a nice shock and awe. I mean, if you were a guard there and the people in the battle dress just took a missile to the face, I mean, would you put up a big fight, or would you let them get the people that they want to get and just, hope you can go home for your tea and crumpets?
That's true. Okay, so, and I'm just going to, I'm going to auto-assume that Ching-Shi makes all of her rolls because, I mean, it's very rare that she doesn't, so that's a safe bet. So, you've got 2 turrets. One is the particle beam barbette. The other one is, of course, the triple turret with 3 missile launchers in it. Or is it 2 missile launchers and a sandcaster? I don't remember.
Oh, if we've got a sandcaster, that rocks.
Yeah, we have a sandcaster and a triple turret.
So it's two missile launchers and a sandcaster. So in one launch, you can launch 2 missiles.
Do we explode it, or do we want to do something else? Because I don't want to accidentally kill the people we're trying to get out.
We got rid of our sandcaster. We have the particle barbette and the triple turret for the missiles.
For 3 missiles. Okay. So there's 3 missile launchers in there. So they can, in one button press, you can shoot 3 missiles at a shot, which is a pretty nice volley. So my first question is, who's on missiles?
I've hit with missiles once.
No.
I've
think Rex
missed quite a few times.
Missiles?
I can jack the trade.
Well, and who's going to be on communications?
That's kind of my thing. Would be the communications generally.
And who's going to be on comms?
I can do the dual thing on there if no one else does, because I've got 2 in both of those.
Yeah, I mean, you can activate jamming. You could turn on jamming before you even lift off, and then focus on sensors. I mean,
yeah,
jamming's going to do what jamming's going to do. So.
Yeah, everybody could take a dose. Just shut up. We're going to let the guns do the talking, I believe. So,
And then how are we? Me and Keith will get the people out, I suppose. How are we going to get them?
Yeah, we got an air raft.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to disembark to get in this door to free the people in the cells.
Right.
And you probably don't want to you don't want to crack that with a missile, because that's going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah. If we just wait outside, I bet a shitload of people will flee. They'll be like, "Fuck this! It isn't worth it." After the tower explodes.
Yeah, can we just get on the loudspeaker and say, "Get the fuck out," or we're going to start eradicating anybody that is armed in the next 30 seconds?
Sure. Yeah, you're on comms. Go wild.
Yeah.
So we will just wait outside and slide our foot in the door before it closes all the way. As people flee.
Do an Aslan airdrop.
Yeah, we could do an airdrop. Yeah.
We have the air raft. You could just take the air raft right out of the bay, and the Harrier could watch your back with a sandcaster. No, we don't have a sandcaster. The Harrier could watch your back menacingly.
All right. Okay, yeah, we could drop out of it too. That's true. Yeah, we could load up more people in an air raft also.
Yeah, we could get everybody in the air raft, I think.
And with our plan, we can go at night, and we don't have to wait for some daytime delivery of a laundry or a bread guy.
Might be harder to see what we're doing, though. I don't mind just.
We'll have sensors. We'll be fine.
Okay. I'm not.
All of your battle dresses have night vision shit on it anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It should, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nighttime it is.
Okay.
Nice.
Hold on here. So as Ching-Shi is lifting off, Ting, go ahead and make a let's see, that would be... Well, I guess you just flip the switch for the military countermeasure suite. This grants a +6 to all jamming and electronic warfare attempts for you.
Oh, well, that sounds wonderful to me. +6, so I'll get that, and then I'll get the 2, and then I can use education.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 7 + 9 is 16.
Yep. Okay. So you are jamming, and as you're coming into range,
Can I get a lock on the tower?
you can go ahead and make a sensors plus electronic sensors plus education check, and you get a +2 to that for the sensors.
That's what I'm talking about, Paw Paw.
Yeah.
16.
So, shit. So, whoever's firing the missiles, you have a sensor lock granting you a +2.
Okay. So shoot away.
Yeah, so it would be, let's see, gunner turret plus your dex +2.
Okay. Dex, gunner turret.
And
Dex.
I guess the next question is, how many missiles are you firing?
Oh, full spread. I don't see any reason not to.
Okay.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, how many do you want fired?
Well, okay, if you shoot one and it hits, the next one's gonna go through it to who fucking knows where.
Okay, so
Yeah,
shoot
well,
one.
the other thing to keep in mind is so I'm assuming you're not using nukes,
No.
and standard missiles already do destructive damage because it's coming from a ship. So that's going to be what, 4 DD worth of damage.
Okay, so one missile. Here goes.
Nice. Okay, so a 13 definitely hits it dead on with a +5 to effect. One moment here. Yeah, so roll 4D for damage.
12.
120 points. Yeah, this tower it explodes greatly. There is a huge explosion that rings out and can be seen for miles as this black and orange plume goes up into the air. The tower does not fall, but it is on fire, and you've definitely got their attention.
I would like to engage the ship's exterior speaker system and blast out, "Attention, the harvester of death is upon you. All prison personnel must leave the facility immediately or face a slow, torturous death, a revivification, and a second slow, torturous death." And then just put that on repeat.
Okay.
Maybe some death metal music playing in the background,
Make a persuasion check for intimidation purposes. You can make that plus. You can use your social on this one.
Hell yeah. Eight.
Well, that's still pretty effective. It is just barely effective. You can see, and I wasn't quite sure which direction this was going to go, so I have to prepare. Let's see here. I want this, I want that. I want some of those. Here we go. These kind of large. That's better. He's going to have oh.
I don't think we could have set the stage better than when we actually put boots on the ground than what we've just done. Just my personal opinion before everything happens. I think we did.
Yeah.
So is Rexar going to the surface with us?
Hell yeah.
I would assume so, since Ox is the one shooting missiles. And then I need. Let's see here.
Well, Rexar normally does want to shoot the missiles. He will not pass up a ground invasion.
I like when Rexar goes because he brings back people.
Wait, I was gone. What happened to the other person I brought back?
Oh, we turned him in. And he is now a prisoner in the Baroness's little cell. She was kind of pissed off about it or whatever, but he ended up giving us some intel on some fuel depots and stuff, and we fed that to the opposing forces with the instructions to name drop his name as having sold them out. So that way his family and children will face political pressures.
See, Rexar is like, yeah, cool, but Corey is like, oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. Okay.
Half of pirating is getting a good reputation or being notorious. So we're good at that.
So, Beth, Keith, and Rexar, are you guys in the air raft, or are you stashed somewhere out front?
I can ram the front crate with the air raft.
I don't know that the air raft would go through. I mean, there's no real need to ram the gate. You can go over the wall.
Oh, over the wall. I have +1 to land vehicles, so.
I think we were taking the air raft, as far as I know.
Okay.
Going full battle dress, BGMP, axe,
Yep.
grenade launcher, full Iron Man suit.
We'll make it available to be moved by all players. So that is where you guys are at. And I will put you on the board. Let's give me 2 more. There we go. Need a board or two. Put stuff. Let's see here.
If the air raft survives this mission, we should give it a fix-up, an actual name.
Yeah.
I mean, it deserves that.
Yeah, it could definitely stand to go in for a full overhaul. I mean, alternately, you could just sell it and buy a decent one. There's two. Okay. Now that we are all on, or at least on the board, now I can go about adding you guys. Okay. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative. Really?
Rexar did get a flat 0 total, so that's why it's still 0.
Okay.
My 0 is also good with Ox. Or not good, but that's what I got.
Woo! Beth with a 5. Wow. Jeez.
Yeah, I rolled 2 6s and added my dex. Yeah.
So, between Ox, Rexar, and Ting, which one of you wants to go first? Because, Ting, you got a 0, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, which of you wants...
I'll go first if they don't care.
Okay.
I don't really care. I'm on the ship.
I mean, considering that... Yeah, I mean, Ting can go last. Considering that Ox is on the ship and he is currently manning the missile turret...
Yeah, I've got a big shotgun called a Sandcaster.
Well, no, you've got 3 missile tubes.
Oh, okay.
But we could also throw grenades out the back of the cargo door open.
Well, I see 2 Imperial Marines by that tower. I think it needs a second missile.
Probably does.
So, Beth, you are presently riding in the air raft. And this is not an accurate depiction of where the air raft actually is. You're not that close. Rexar is driving, and you and Keith are riding shotgun and back seat. So, I mean, you've got a while. I mean, on Rexar's turn, he'll make a driving check, and that will be getting you over the wall. But until then, what are you doing to prep for this? I mean, there's several assumptions. I'm assuming that as soon as that air raft gets up over the wall, you're going to want to be ready to jump out.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if there's much I can do right at the moment.
And then the other question is, what weapon are you gonna have in your hands ready to go?
I should probably also get the PGMP out.
Okay, so that is a heavy weapons.
Check. Okay. I have 1 in that. Good for me.
Excellent. Then you don't have to worry about that whole -3. That could be ugly. Especially with the PGMP. Not really something you want people that aren't trained and it's used to be firing.
Rexar knows what it's like to miss an important shot.
So Captain Beth is preparing, getting ready to jump as soon as Rexar gets over the hump, as it were. Keith, what are you doing to prepare, and what weapon do you have out in your hands ready to go with?
I have my laser rifle. I'm going to also. I'm planning on getting out and going straight for the cell block.
Okay. All right.
Us people out.
You know what?
How big of a building is the cell block?
It is. It's a good question.
Maybe I should have the breaching gun out, actually.
Yeah, that would be a good idea for getting through that door.
Yeah,
I mean,
think
the PGMP will go through that door too, and possibly the cell behind it. And
yeah, exactly. So I think I'm gonna have the breaching gun out. I changed my mind while we were driving.
Okay.
Anyway.
So the cell block is 21 meters long by 12 meters wide. So
No, I mean, how tall is it?
it's a single story, so probably I would say 6 meters, 7 meters.
We go up the wall. What are your thoughts if when we go up the wall, I land us on top of that building so we can have a sniper position and then just hop down?
Yeah, laser rifles.
Reach right through the top of the roof.
Yeah.
Thing.
Okay. Yeah. It sounds like fun. If nothing else.
Yeah, you get to roll some dice and murder some Murdoch security guards and Imperial Marines.
That's always a good time, right?
Man, yeah, we can make s'mores as we burn their corpses after this.
So if that's the case, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do.
You know that a plasma grenade still needs to be used this time by somebody? Who is that?
I do have a plasma grenade. You gave it back.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna murder some folk.
I should have stocked up on plasma grenades.
Damn it.
I'm going to be real honest. That was the whole purpose of designing this particular little adventure, is that just to let you guys blow off some steam and murder some people.
That seems like that's happening.
Yeah. Well, it was probably. I mean, let's be honest. It was probably going to happen whether I wanted it to or not. The Imperial Marines. That missile really was unkind to them. In fact, why is this not? Oh, because I'm on the wrong tool. I'm like, why is this not clicking anything? Let's see here. That missile's not going to be kind to him, and it's going to be even worse for him. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted. That's right. So these Marines took a little bit of damage, obviously. But they are in battle dress, and this tower took the brunt. This is being a detention center. I mean, it is armored a bit, but still, I mean, it's hard to stand up to a shipboard missile. So this Marine is going to go here. And this Marine Oh, I know what this Marine's going to do. He's going to be smart. Weapons. So on top of this guard tower is a gun turret.
Told you it should have been 2 missiles.
You just have to do it again. I'm sorry.
There we go. This is a sorry. This is a light autocannon. Oh, that's better. Now I can read it. He is going to try to open fire on the Harrier. Not like that, he's not. And he misses as the Harrier goes flying by at Mach 2. The security guards this guy moves over here to guard the solitary confinement. This guy was leaving the sick bay. He is going to double time it over to here. Like so. And then these guys up on the corners, they have guns as well. They have rotary autocannons, and they're going to fire on the Harrier. But they are at a -4 because of your speed. That's a mess. Number 2. Wow, that is terrible. Number 3. Oh, so close. And number 4. Yeah, they all miss. Alright. So Qingxi brings the ship around and is coming in for another pass. Ox, what would you like to do?
Okay. So our people are still outside.
Correct.
We don't want to risk. Can I target the missiles in 2 different locations? If I do 2 missiles?
No, because if you fire, when you fire more than 1 missile, it's considered a volley. They all have to go to the same target.
Okay.
I believe.
I still have a lock on the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking that tower out. I'm firing 2 missiles.
All right.
I'm tired of this tower.
Go ahead and make a turret plus your dex score plus 2 for. Actually, no, it's going to be +4 because you've got +2 for fire control and you've got an additional +2 for target lock.
Take that. 17.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and roll 4d times 10.
110.
Yikes. don't.
And is that for one missile or is that for two?
Actually,
Because
it would be another +1, so that'd be 120.
Okay.
So.
I don't like people firing autocannons at me.
Yeah, I don't think this guy is around anymore. I mean, this tower didn't have a whole lot of armor left, and I just don't see him. Well, I don't know. Maybe, let's see. Sorry, my acrobat's being slow. There we go, battle dress. Yeah, he's got +25 protection, but there's no way. There's not enough there for him to survive, so he is no longer with us. And that tower is kaput. It is rubble and streaming wreckage, and fire is raining down on the courtyard and on the roofs of these buildings. And you guys in the air raft, you can see another missile, or another 2 missiles impact with this tower, and just complete devastation as the Harrier goes flying by. Rexar, you want to make a, let's see, flyer grav plus dex roll to hop it up over the, or fly it up over the wall.
So if I start here,
Uh-huh.
could I maybe ram the guy as I fly up and land here?
Well, this is open, but this is like a 3-meter high wall, so probably not.
Man. Alright, I'll just go in normally. But can I try to ram these guys?
Well, I mean, yeah, you could try to ram them if you wanted to. I mean, one of them is in battle dress, so you're gonna take some damage.
What if I stop here and don't ram the guy in battle dress?
You're gonna have to make a pretty good roll for that.
What are your thoughts, Captain?
Captain stepped away for a second. Sorry.
Alright, it's your choice then. Give me the all clear. Yes or no? It's all on you.
Oh my gosh. What is your flyer grab, out of curiosity?
+2.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh wait, does anybody include dex on that?
Yes.
+3.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright, doing it.
All right.
Ooh, starting out strong with a 5. Take a dice. Okay, so 8 plus 3, that's 11.
Okay. So, oh shit. All right. Vehicles. They must have something for vehicle or for collisions in here. Cruising speed, open vehicles, vehicle weapons, fire arcs, damaging vehicles. Collisions. When a vehicle collides with something else, a traveler, another vehicle, or obstacle both take damage. Roll 1d for every speed band number the vehicle is traveling at during the time of impact. This is applied as damage directly to anything hit, and if the object struck is solid enough, also to the ramming vehicle. In a head-on collision between two vehicles, speed bands are both added to calculate collision damage. Unsecured passengers of vehicle damaged in a collision take the same damage, and in open vehicles are thrown 10 meters for every speed band number. When damage to passengers involved in collision ignores any personal armor. Secured passengers, those wearing seatbelts or something similar, are not thrown anywhere and take 1/4 of the damage. So I'm going to assume that Keith, Beth, and Rexar are probably wearing seatbelts because, you're pirates, but you're not completely reckless.
Yeah, I think I do one. I don't know why I wouldn't.
Rexar refused to drive until they buckled up.
I'm looking in the wrong book. I'm like, why am I not finding this? Here we go. So the the cruise speed for a air raft is medium range band. It will go up as fast as high, and you really drilled your roll. So, Rexar, how fast are you going? Anywhere from slow, very slow, slow, medium, to high speed. Rexar?
As much as I'm like me as a person wants to say, yeah, I was going medium. They didn't take much of it. Rexar was probably gunning it.
So you're going high speed. Okay, so that's 4 points right off the top. Roll 1d.
Uh-oh. 5, so that's 50, right?
Well, that... Yeah, it would be. So 50. Let's see, very slow, slow, medium, high. So that's 54 points of damage. These guys are wearing polycarapace, which only has plus 10 for protection, and I don't think they could take 40. So these guys are wiped out. We can just move them over here out of Loe. Let's go 2. So yeah, Rexar comes in and he I was going to say he slams in the brakes, but it's a grab vehicle. So he kind of turns it sideways and drops down, splattering these two security guards pretty much all over this Imperial Marines shiny red battle dress. Ting, what are you doing operating sensors and comms? I mean, you've got your message. I'm sorry, Rexar, what?
I still have a minor action after that?
Yeah.
After that, Rexar will step out of the aircraft with his axe in hand and just point it at the Imperial Marine in battle dress.
Okay. Rexar is on the map. Okay. So, Ting, you've got your intimidation playing on the loudspeaker on repeat. And Qingxi is basically flying over as Ox does a strafing run and then coming back around for follow-up runs. So what are you doing at sensors and comms?
Well, my comms, I'm continuing to do the jam. So, yeah, that 16, shutting everybody up on anything, that just seems like it should be really important. These autocannons, do they need power to shoot, or are these some kind of probably...
The ones up on the corner towers, they're rotary guns. So yes, they would need power to shoot. They are plugged into the power system of the base.
I wonder if that's what this is. Power system here.
Where?
Right here at that processing entry and everything.
Oh, in here? Yeah. The main generator system would be on the back side of the processing building.
I'm going to go ahead and put a lock there.
Okay. Go ahead and make a sensors plus education check. +4. Or, I'm sorry, +2.
How about a 14?
Yeah, so you drop a sensor lock right here. And, Ox, you can see your sensor lock on your panel change to another target.
Well, that's a target that's going to get a missile.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that power source. Fuck them.
Captain Beth, what are you doing? So the car is stopped. I mean, it is. There's yet another big dent now on the side because he kind of went in sideways. So on the passenger side, there is a big dent. You're not sure if those doors are going to open now, but it's open air, so you can hop out.
Okay. I'll hop out and let's see. Can you stick my token somewhere?
Yeah. Let me adjust your size here. That's a little better. There we go.
Yeah, I got the breaching gun out, but I gotta decide what to breach at this point.
Yeah, so this is the door to the cell block.
Okay, would it be easy to shoot that without blowing up the air raft on accident? Or not really? I might need to move it.
The breaching gun. Let me look at stats. It's on page 177.
Oh yeah, that's gonna fuck stuff up.
So the breaching gun. Well, no, yeah. I mean, the breaching gun has a blast of 1 meter, which would just kind of get the front of the air raft, but probably. I mean, like you're talking about, the front of the air raft's not going to have any paint on it.
You know what? I'm gonna aim between the door and the Imperial Marine.
So, like, right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just, maybe I'll get to damage both of them. We'll see.
Okay, go ahead and make a gun combat plus dex check.
I got 9.
Okay, and so I'm assuming this has auto 5. I'm assuming you're going burst on that.
Yeah, I mean,
you could go full auto and just stitch this entire wall if you wanted to.
I'll go burst. That sounds good.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
3d6 minus 3.
Nope, 4D.
30. Oh, okay.
4D plus 5, actually.
19.
Okay, so this wall goes up, and it takes the explosion. The door, however, you can see that there is some major blast damage to this door. It's not open yet, but it wouldn't take much more for you to hit that door directly, and this door would come off its hinges. Well, come off it's an armored airlock type door, but your breaching gun is going to go through that if you hit it again. The Marine is going to take 19. Doesn't go through his battle dress, and he is looking a little bit past Rexar, and of course you can't really see into his helmet because that's kind of the benefit of being an Imperial Marine in battle dress. But you can feel that he's giving you the eye. He's like, yeah, as soon as I deal with this Aslan, I'm going to deal with you next, pirate scum. Did you... Well, that was your movement. You hopped out. So Keith Clark, what would you like to do?
I'm going to hop out and I'm going to attack this guy with my laser rifle.
Okay. Go ahead and make a gun combat plus dex.
That is 9.
That is +1 to damage. I think this
Okay.
guy's not to have a bad day.
Right. Not as bad as I thought, but still. Let's see. It's 20.
Okay. 20 total?
Yep.
So he will take 10. And there is 7 right off the top. And he will take the remaining 3 off of his strength. Okay. That was a very solid hit. And you can see that your laser just kind of stitches right across his chest. And you can see his polycarapace armor kind of smoldering and half melting. Imperial Marine. So these guys don't have they don't have PGMPs or fusion guns. They have Gauss cannon or Gauss rifles rather. Let's see here. Whoop, wrong direction. Oh my god, come on. Here we go. Gauss rifle. Okay. He is going to go... Oh yeah, he's going to go full auto and try to get both Rexar and Beth. Which means he's throwing away a one roll, but that's okay. He's okay with that. First attack. 8 hits Rexar. Second attack at -1. 8 hits Beth. Okay. 4D. 15 to Rexar, which I don't think gets through your battle dress.
Heavens no.
And 12 to Beth, which I think does not get through your battle dress.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Marduk security guard. He has an advanced combat rifle. And he's going to return the favor to Keith Clark, except he is going to use the underslung grenade launcher. Sorry, I had an idea. Oh, yes. Exceptional success. Keith, you're going to take 1 point of damage off of your endurance no matter what. But... Ugh, that's terrible. So 11. So you take 1 point no matter what because he just really drilled you. But the rest of it, you're good. The air raft. Let me take a look here. I'm positive I'm in the right spot. Air raft, page 55. Wait. What page am I? Mm-hmm. $95. Like what? Oh yeah, the air raft does take some damage. So let's see here. So it's all... Ouch. The air raft has 7 hull points left. And this side of the air raft is kind of like smoking and has taken grenade damage. Or actually, I'm sorry, I guess it would be the rear of the air raft is smoking and taking grenade splash damage from Keith catching a grenade to the chest. Ox, you're coming on another pass.
Yes, sir. I'm shooting at my new targeting.
Okay. Go ahead and make your turret. How many missiles are you shooting?
Just one.
Okay. Go ahead and make a turret plus dex check plus 4.
$13.
That is a solid hit. Go ahead and roll 4d times 10.
Ooh, 15. 150.
Jesus. Okay. So the generator back here behind the processing building explodes, and shrapnel is coming down around you guys. He's going to take damage. He's going to take damage. Shit. He takes 2 more points. Oh, well, no. His armor will take that. Rexar, Beth, and Keith make an athletics dexterity check. If you don't have athletics dexterity, you can just go ahead and make a straight dex check.
14.
I got 11. I did good.
Okay. What about Keith?
10.
Okay. So, you guys kind of avoid getting hit by wreckage as it's coming down. The air raft, however, no, that's not what I rolled. I rolled 1d6. Takes 3 more points of hull damage from the from falling debris, and so like there's like a beam like has like hit the top of the air raft, and there's smoke coming off the air raft. It's not looking pretty. But the power to the entire facility is now off. There is no power. Rexar, what do you want to do? Are you muted?
I want to move up and dig my axe deep into that Imperial Marine's chest.
Go for it.
Oh shit! I just rolled double sixes.
Ooh, he's going to take 1 point no matter what. What is your total?
Plus 4 to strength, plus 3 to melee weapons. 19.
Okay. That was a 19 to hit or 19 damage?
Hit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage. Don't forget to add your strength modifier.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Go ahead and roll your damage for your axe. Don't forget to add your strength modifier, boosted, of course, by your armor. So I think you've got, what, a +4 modifier to your armor?
Yeah.
Or with your armor, you're +4?
Yeah.
He's down by 1 already.
Sorry.
No problem. Oh, my robot handbook came, finally. Hooray.
My strength and plus what?
It would be the damage from the static axe plus your strength. So it would be +4 for your... and then also... I'm sorry. So... Oh, boy. 8... So you're actually going to roll your static axe damage plus 15.
Jesus.
Right.
So that's a total of 28 AP6.
Okay, so he takes... Oh, AP6. Okay. He takes 9. But... I am going to say that that is an automatic critical. Where are my criticals? Rexar, roll 1d.
5 for 50.
So you did hit the torso. He now has a -1 to all physical checks, and his speed is reduced by 1 meter because of the major wound that you just dealt him. Even though his armor stopped it, you hit him so hard that he actually took like internal damage.
Probably broke a rib or two.
Yes, yeah. It is considered a major wound. So yeah, his speed is reduced by 1 meter, and he's at -1 on all physical checks. Ting, what are you doing in comms and sensors?
Well, now that I know the power's out, I want to go ahead and do a nice big scan about, make sure there's not any other ships or anything else might be closing in on us or anything.
Okay, go ahead and make a electronic sensors plus education check with a +2.
14.
Okay, so you are detecting, and this is, of course, a way out from the, probably, I would say, this would be very distant range from the edge of the atmosphere of the planet, you are detecting another ship that is coming towards the high port. That is not what I wanted. And the ship's computer brings up this as its scan data. That's what it's reading as. Well, like I said, it's very distant from the range of the port.
Yeah, it's not headed in our direction right now, but at least I've got it
Well, I
on
mean,
my end.
it is heading in towards the planet. It's heading for the high port, but
Yep.
To your knowledge, no messages got off the surface, so or they didn't get away from here. So,
Right.
I would imagine though that the authorities at the spaceport are going to be detecting jamming. So it's not they know that something's going on.
Sure. But we just got to do our thing and get the fuck out, and then if we gotta put some hate down upon this Corvette, so be it. I can't really tell anybody on the other other than Ching Shi and
Well, I mean,
Ox. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one downside of jamming is that it's an all or nothing situation.
Right. Well, they don't need to focus on that right now, really, to be honest with you. They've got things to do, and they're already in a hurry. So, I guess I'm just gonna.
Don't need to add stress to their situation.
Yeah, that's several turns before that very long distance comes in to worry about it.
Yeah, very distant range. They're still
Yeah.
a ways out.
And if it starts coming this way, I'll put a lock on that fucker, and we can do some barbettes before it gets within its weapon range of us.
That's true.
So, yeah. So, well, I'll just keep my eye on it and see. If we've killed the power and these cannons aren't going to go off at us, then I've done my thing.
Okay. Captain Beth, you see that Rexar has engaged the enemy with his axe. You've still got this guy over here. What would you like to do?
Since he hucked a grenade at us, I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
Are you sure you got your breaching gun out?
I could blast behind him. That would hurt him pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
yeah.
you could just blast him with it. He's wearing polycarapace. He's armored. I mean,
If I
you
get
could
that
hit him with a
door,
burst.
okay, if I get the door behind him and him, then that's 2 birds with 1 stone situation too.
That's true.
So I think I'll aim for the door right next to him.
Okay.
Damn it. So I got a 6. Or wait, do I add?
That'd be your gun combat plus dex. Now, don't forget, you are in battle dress.
Oh yeah, that helps. Okay.
So you're
I get 10.
what you're in standard battle dress.
Or no, wait. So that would make that go up to 12. So it'd be plus 2.
So you get a plus 4 to dex.
Okay. So it is 9 then.
So that's a plus. So your dex is plus 1.
It's
What's your dexterity characteristic?
it's 8, and then it says plus 4, so that'd make it go up to 12.
Right,
And that
so-
modifier is plus 2, right?
Oh, correct.
And then plus 2 for gun combat, so I'd get 9 altogether.
That's a hit with plus 1 to damage.
Okay.
So roll 40 plus 6 for burst
Okay.
fire.
20.
And this has AP 6. That's not good for him. And you did 20 points?
That is correct.
Yeah, this guy, oh man. So this door is blown completely in. And this guy is basically turned into an armor blood bag and is no longer with us. Like there's like nothing left of him. He's just a sack of goo held together with polycarpus.
Ew.
Minor action. What would you like to do?
Step a little this way. I'm not sure. Well, can I see anybody in here?
Yes, there is a prisoner laying on the bed, which luckily for him is far enough away from the blast one that he didn't take any damage from the breaching gun.
Okay, I'm gonna yell, "Sit tight for a minute."
He's probably deaf, but
Yes, that's right. Probably.
but aside from that, unscathed. Okay, so you all have to sit tight. Keith, what would you like to do?
First thing I want to do is get kind of out of the line of fire here. So, let's see, how far can I move? So this one. Okay. So I'm going to move over here.
Okay.
And then that means I can probably see this guy right here, I'm assuming.
Yep, he is like 6 meters up. Because this
Can I shoot him, though, is the question. Yeah, there's a wall between us, or is there not?
Yeah, there's a wall between you. And this is a gun port where he can shoot through. I would say that you could shoot him.
You would say so?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to shoot at him then.
Okay. He does get some cover.
And that is 10.
A 10 hits with a +2 to damage. He gets he gets a +8 to his armor.
Okay. Uh, 27.
Yikes. Man, you gotta love those lasers.
Yeah.
So he is going to take 9. 7, 8, 9. He's unhappy with you. Especially considering that you have better weapons than they do. Imperial Marines. Hoorah. He is going to make a He is going to attempt to grab. He drops his Gauss rifle and attempts to grapple Rexar.
Do I gotta roll anything, or?
You will in just a moment. I'm trying to figure out what his bonus is.
Whatever it is, it's -1.
+4. Right?
I thought he had a -1 from the axe.
That's true. You're right. So he's at 0. All right, here we go. Oh, if all you got to do is roll your strength. It's basically athletic strength, and all you got to do is beat a 7.
Oh, I rolled a 7, but with the +4 to the armor, that makes it 11.
Yeah, no, all right. What is your strength? Like the actual characteristic?
+3
Without the armor?
without the armor.
So what is the actual characteristic then?
Unlucky.
So if it's +3, it's got to be 15 or higher.
It's 14.
So with the armor, that makes it 18. So let's see here. 16, 17. 15 to 17 would be +3. 18 would be +4. So yeah, all right. So yeah, he is not successful in attempting to grapple you.
My bad. I didn't know I had that number wrong. I'll fix that.
Marduk security. This guy is going to move here and take cover around the door. This guy is going to move here into the door. This guy is going to move here. This guy's going to move here. And then so these two up here are both going to fire their underslung grenade launchers on Keith. I see he's got +1. Ugh, that's a miss. Grenade goes off and blows up on this on the roof of this building. That guy's a terrible shot. Next guy. Oh, really? Yeah, they both kill the roof of the building, but aside from that, Keith is unharmed. These two guys. I don't know if this guy. Nope. Nope. But he can. Well, this guy didn't move then. So this guy will move 1 meter to his left. And now he can hit Beth, and he can hit Beth. They're both going to do grenade launchers as well. Ah! Alright, well. Somebody's taking damage. And he... so they both hit the air raft.
We need a new air raft, you guys.
Taking 26 points of damage, the air raft is exploded. Kind of like when Sonny Crockett lost his Daytona in Miami Vice. The air raft is no more. Flaming wreckage. She was a good jalopy. Ox.
Before Ox takes his turn, can we ask that the Harrier be taken kind of closer to the action or something, so
Yeah,
we could do.
I was going to say, I mean, what do you guys want to do? I mean, there's not really anywhere inside um, the complex that you could effectively land. You could land outside the complex, though.
Right. Well, I
There's
mean,
beach.
I have grenades. If Ox doesn't, I mean, just dropping them out the back of the ship onto those guys on the wall would probably help our friends out.
Well, don't we have a laser turret too?
No, you've got
Or just the barbette?
you've got the barbette.
Yeah, that's probably a little indiscriminate.
Yeah,
But I mean, you could shoot your gun out the back of the bay or whatever.
Have you seen my shooting?
No.
yeah, he's bad enough without hanging out the back of a ship. But
Right.
like I said, I mean, if you guys want to get out and start shooting stuff, or you could
I'm
target this
Thinking
front.
a missile right up here on the wall might not be bad.
Right. I mean, it's up to you guys. Qingxi will fly wherever
I'm-
you need her to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a missile right on these two guys. They have angered me.
Okay.
They shot at my buddies.
Make a turret plus dex plus 2 check.
And that may discourage the other guys from staying on the wall. 11.
That
Eat hot missile death.
yes, that is a hit. Roll 4d times 10. $160 points of damage. Okay.
Well,
So,
best hit yet on the unarmored guys on the wall.
yeah, I don't see. They can't survive that. So 160 points of damage, and these two up here are obliterated, and this wall is like right here. This whole section, well, probably from about the door all the way to this airlock is rubble and on fire. It's not completely collapsed, but you wouldn't want to be this whole walkway is not going to be considered OSHA safe.
You know, Ting, if you want to change your message to the guards, you might want to recommend for their life insurance policies, they might want to get off the walls and go home.
And you know, I could do that, and I might in just a moment. But as we're swooping by, I would like to try to throw grenades out the back of the card, but right there.
Okay, so so on your turn, you can move from the bridge to the aft, or to the airlock, main airlock, which is basic. The airlock on the Harrier is actually ventrally located. It does have a large rear cargo or a rear ramp, but the main airlock is actually on the bottom of the ship. So you could, as they're flying over, you could try dropping grenades out.
That's what I want to do. Yeah, I just
Okay.
want to try to drop some grenades.
So on your turn, you'll be moving to the back of the ship then.
Yeah.
Rexar, you want to swing the big axe again?
Yes, I would love to. That is 11 to hit this time.
And what's the AP on that?
AP 6.
And I'm sorry, what'd you roll?
That is an 11 to hit.
That is a hit with a +2 to damage plus your strength.
$16 total.
Okay. He takes 3.
We'll get there. I'm patient.
And he is pissed off. And you see him, he kind of holds up an arm and mostly takes the damage to his left arm on his armor, and then kind of drops into a combat stance. He's going to go hand to hand with you. So Ting is moving to the airlock. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
I want to try and breach the main thing all the way, the main prison door over here.
Okay, go ahead and make a gun combat plus dex.
13.
Nice. So that is a +5 to damage, so it's 4d plus 5.
13.
Okay, so this door goes completely... It doesn't... Unlike the other one, which blew in on itself, this one, the explosion goes off and the door just goes... and crashes inside the building. So, minor action. You can move up to 6 meters if you'd like.
Well, I can get right close to that door then. I'll start making my way in there.
Okay. Keith Clark, what would you like to do?
I was thinking, and this seems a little reckless, but maybe it's a good idea. I was thinking of throwing a frag grenade in over the wall and running this way.
Yeah. You can certainly do that. Go ahead and make an athletics dex check.
Okay. Sweet 10.
Oh, yeah, you drop it right where you want. So roll 4d damage. That's a frag grenade, right?
It is a frag grenade, yes.
Okay. Oh.
Isn't that 5D?
It might be 5d, yeah. You are correct, and it's got a 9-meter blast radius.
Okay. That is 17 and yeah, 17.
Okay. So oh, that's not good for this guy. So this guy is unconscious. And this guy takes shrapnel but is still up. So one of them went down.
Nice.
There we go. Okay. And you move back some. Imperial Marines. He just does not have any way to get a good line of sight on you. He is going to go back into the tower and go down and come out here with the last of his movement. This guy is going to take a shot at Beth from around the this corner here with his ACR, which I don't know what the point is, but he's going to do it anyways because that is what they would do. He hits. Of course, he's the one who hits, and he's got an advanced combat rifle. Probably on burst, so 3d plus 3. 15. That's not too bad actually for an ACR, but that still is not going to crack your battle dress at 15. So, Rexar, you can see a bunch of ricochet shots come off of Beth's chest plate. Somebody's shooting at her from in there. And this guy... This guy is going to leapfrog into here and use that doorway as cover. Oh, I'm sorry. I picked the wrong guys. And the Marine is going to try to punch Rexar. Sorry, I did them out of order.
He wants to fisticuff, that's fine.
A 10 hits you with +2 to damage. So, unarmed, I think only does 1d plus your strength, yes. Ooh, he does 6 points to your armor.
See, I want to go hand to hand with him, like drop the axe, but I have a feeling like neither of us would do any damage.
Right.
But honor dictates. Ah.
No, you're gonna do it fast because otherwise a ship's gonna come and blow us all up. So, quickly, please.
Faster would be better.
We need murder stat.
You see Rexar like looking at his axe. He's like thinking about dropping it. The captain goes, quickly, please.
Guys.
He's like, fine.
Actually. All right. So, Chi-Chi's coming around for another pass. Ox, what would you like to shoot at this time?
How about this section of the wall?
Okay. How many missiles you shooting?
Just one.
Okay.
I want to bring down the wall and, this guy and this guy. I don't want to splash damage onto the party.
Okay. So, gunner turret plus dex plus 2.
$11. I've been rolling well tonight.
All right. Roll 4d times 10.
As I said, 120.
Jesus. Okay. So this guy definitely no longer with us. I mean, he already had, bleeding problems, and now he is just wrong guy. He is just a mess. This guy there's no way that he can take 30 plus. He is no longer with us. All right, so Keith, over this building, you can see that the Harrier comes and another missile slams into this wall. This whole wall is now on fire and teetering and kind of just twisted beams of metal. This gateway is no longer traversable. Here is the problem, is that now you're kind of trapped in the prison yard.
Yeah, I was just thinking that maybe we need to get out of here at some point. So a little tricky. Yeah.
Rexar.
Oops.
What would you like to do?
Don't drop the axe. Don't drop the. I want to swing the axe.
All right. If you want to go for a called shot, you can. You could go for his head. You'd be at -2 to hit.
Called shot. I'll do that.
Okay.
To the head. -2 to hit. So 8 on the dot.
Okay. So let's see here. Go ahead and roll your damage plus your strength.
Oh God. Nine.
Really?
I rolled 2 ones with the damage.
That does not get through his armor, and your axe, you hit him in the head for sure, but your axe just kind of goes plink and just kind of slides off his armor, leaving a big scratch in his paint.
Glancing blow.
Yes, exactly. Ting, you are at the airlock. The airlock is open. So how are you doing? Are you tethered? What do you or are you just hanging out?
I'm just gonna have to ask to be dropped off now that all that stuff is done. I want to grab some rope and stuff.
Okay.
And I want to ask to be dropped off right here.
Okay. So you want to be dropped off on the roof. Go ahead and make a athletics dexterity check.
All right. Here we go.
Oh no.
6.
Okay. So you fall. You get about halfway down. And it's not. It's not like she is hovering. She comes in as slow as she can, so that you can kind of drop, and you. Oh, you take 1 point of damage.
All right. Well, ouch.
And that ignores your armor. But you know.
I understand.
You're like, ow, my ankle. But you are now on the roof. And let me... So you're like right here, but you're not actually inside. You get... I need to come up with a... I'll give you a ninja mask to show that you're, you know, being somewhat sneaky. Because you're on the roof.
Right. Yeah, you know, and I don't know how much I got after that movement off the back.
I wish they had... Well, rather than a ninja mask, I guess I'll just give you, like, a red dot to show you're on the roof. I wish they had, like, just a little red arrow, upward pointing arrow, so that you could... And this would apply to D&D, too, because if you have flying characters, you know how difficult that could be on a 2D map.
Yeah.
But if you just had, like, a little arrow that's pointing up, then you know that that person's flying or hovering or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So, roll 20 if you're listening. Get off your ass. Of course, I think I say that every week. Beth, what would you like to do? This dickhead shot at you.
I'll take a step in here.
Now that you're feeling like Iron Man, you're like, ha.
Yeah. Can I tell that this is like the staff area?
So this is the cafeteria, the cafeteria for the prisoners. Well, prisoners and staff. This is the shower. Don't drop the soap. And this is like the watch commander's office.
Oh.
And then these are all the prison cells. A bed, or a double bunk, and a toilet. And that's all that's in there.
Can I tell what's in there though, or is it just like it's like a solid wall?
It's just a solid wall. There are no windows in this building whatsoever.
Shit. Okay. Well, all I got out is I got my breaching gun out, so it's like, I guess I could shoot him with it.
Yeah.
Go
like
nuts.
I said, he shot at you, and he's wearing some armor, so he's fair game as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I don't have a pony in this race, so but that's the way I feel about it.
I got 10.
That is +2 to damage.
Okay.
And the breaching gun is AP6, which is bad for him. I mean, if it was an AP6, that would be kind of pointless for a breaching gun.
I got 15.
Okay. He is going to take 11. There is 7. take some off of his strength. And so, yeah, you... Oh, wait. Did you hit him with burst?
I think so.
Did you already add that into your damage?
No.
Okay, so he's going to take another 5. Which means...
Has he been breached?
Yes, he has. He has been breached. He is down and unconscious.
Good. Shoot at me, jerk.
Stupid prison guard doing your job.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Who do you think you are? Okay, so you moved and knocked a guy unconscious. Keith, what would you like to do?
It doesn't seem like I can see anybody to attack right now, so I'm thinking I'm going to go in with the captain and try to clear out those prisoners as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So I'm going to move in here and start looking for enemies. So let's see, probably right there.
All right. Well, wait. Okay, so that was 3 minor actions.
Yeah.
Okay. So that puts you in there. Imperial Marine is going to attempt to grapple Rexar once more. Ooh. Go ahead and make a athletic strength check. Are you muted, Rexar?
Yeah. Playing with my cat. Sorry.
Oh, no problem.
Also 12.
Ooh.
Rolled an 8 plus 4.
So Rexar and the Marine are kind of locked in this grapple counter grapple. They're having a slap fight. Marduk security. This guy might as well move further. This guy. Is going to move there. What the fuck? He's going to do it. He is going to shoot his underslung grenade launcher at Rexar. He figures that this Marine is wearing Imperial, Teal 14 battle dress. He can take the splash damage, right? And he misses. And I'm going to roll a d6.
Oh God, please don't somehow hone in on Keith.
6. It goes right to the Marine. Ooh, but it doesn't get through his battle dress. But the Marine. So Rexar, you're kind of locked in this, grapple, counter grapple. You got each other's hands, and this grenade goes off in this Marine's side. You take splash damage as well, but it doesn't go through either of your armors. And both of you you hold on to each other's arms for a minute, and both of you turn and look at this guy at the same time. Okay, which one of us is going to kill this guy first? Ox, what would you like to do as Shang-Chi makes another pass? Are you there, Ox?
Sorry, bumped the mic.
Oh, no problem.
Not that I'm an expert at this. I think if a few more missiles into that front wall would just take it down, so they could go out through the opening.
That would be. I mean, that's not the worst idea I've ever heard of.
I'm thinking if there's enough gone, there's nothing to fire.
It's faster than a bulldozer.
Yeah, let's put a missile here.
Okay.
Okay. Gunner, turret, 2.
Yep.
Submit. 9.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll 4d times 10.
Another 130 points to your wall.
Yeah. So this section of the wall is now completely destroyed, and he has blown the beams and whatnot out. There's just twisted metal wreckage. It's not like there's like a clear gap here, but there is enough room that you can climb through these twisted, superheated beams. It is on fire, but I mean, I would think that in a prison you would be able to find a fire extinguisher. I mean, I'm just guessing. Rexar, what would you like to do?
Look at the Imperial Marine and say, alright, time out 1 minute. And I'm going to drag my axe and start walking towards the Imperial security guard and just slash him real quick.
Okay. He gets an automatic attack.
Motherfucker, I said time out.
Let's see. What is he going... You know what? He's not going to do that. Instead, he reaches for his service weapon, which is a Gauss pistol. That's what he's going to do. So, Rexar, what would you like to do? You're going to make your axe attack on this jerk?
Listen, you shoot me and I'm pulling out the
So
BGMP.
he's not the one who shot you. It was this guy down here.
Oh. Never mind, I'm going to
But
go
I
down to
mean-
that one. If that qualifies for the timeout, and he's going to let me do that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to draw his service weapon instead.
Slash. Actually, no.
Well, hold on.
How far of a throw is that with my axe?
Yeah, you're going to have to throw it because you could get to right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw the axe.
Okay. Make a athletics dexterity check.
14.
That is a hit. With a
I add my
plus-
melee weapon to that too, right?
no, because you're throwing it, but it's still a +6, which is a critical hit. So first of all, roll your damage. He's going to take 1 point no matter what.
That'd be 11 then, because I was adding my melee weapon. My bad.
And that has AP 6.
3. 12. So 20 damage.
Okay. Seven, 15. Minus another 2. This guy, go ahead and roll 1d.
3.
Your axe lands and buries itself in this guy's chest, and he's not dead, but he's bleeding out, and his chest is making gurgling noises. Ting, what would you like to do now that you're on the roof?
There's all kinds of debris and big blocks and concrete and all kinds of stuff laying around. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's chunks of metal, and yeah, there's most of the concrete has been turned to powder that would get up to this point, but yeah.
All right, well, cool. I'd like to just kind of scoop some up and go drop it on top of this dude's head right here.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm thinking that falling stuff and all that might ignore his armor and really give him a bad day.
Possibly. Go ahead and make a athletics dex check. Well, first of all, make a athletics strength check to... If you're dragging something that would be heavy enough to drop on this guy, I mean, he's wearing battle dress, so it's going to have to be pretty weighty. So make an athletics strength check.
Okay.
Ooh.
10.
Okay, so you get over there. You can go ahead and make an athletics dex check to drop it on him.
7.
Oh, you just missed. And now he is aware that you're up there.
Yeah, oh well.
All right, we're going to... this is just... This has gone almost exactly as I thought it would have in my head. So we will pick this up next week at 7 o'clock Wednesday night and conclude the prison break and see what happens when you run into that patrol corvette.
All right.
Sounds fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we
See you
need
next week.
Chang-Chi here for that.
Yeah,
So
that would be excellent if you had change.
Yeah.
It would be great if your pilot was here for dealing with that.
Space fight. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, thank you. It was very fun.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Yeah, you too.